these returns on equity, they're already blowing past the targets you set on your investor day early last year. And I'm wondering if this means you can set the bar higher in terms of what investors can expect for targets moving forward, or a sense of what a more regular return on equity environment looks like for you.
Well, we've been very clear when we set our targets at Investor Day a year and a half ago that our targets were an ROE better than 13%, but we said that's not what we aspired to, and we thought that we could make changes in the medium term to deliver mid-teens returns. We've highlighted that we think that that's attainable in some of the discussions we've had publicly, and that we give the market more of an update, in the first quarter or in the early part of the second quarter as to how to think about our return trajectory going forward. But we feel good about the progress we're making against that plan, and continue to think there's a lot of upside opportunity for the firm.
On the call with analysts a little bit earlier, you had also mentioned a series of headwinds. When you look at the markets that are ahead of us for the next couple of months, what concerns you most about what you're seeing?
Well, I highlighted in the earnings call that there are a handful of things going on that certainly lead to uncertainty. We are making progress with the vaccine. I did state on the earnings call that I feel like the worst of the virus's impact on the economy is most likely behind us. But we obviously have inflationary pressures, particularly around wages. We have an active debate around infrastructure spending and other fiscal spending in Washington and potential tax increases. We've got a complex dynamic between the U.S. and China. There's still some uncertainty around the Delta variant. So all of that, leads to, potential headwinds. It doesn't mean that we will see headwinds. I think we're starting to see a more sustained economic recovery. But I think those are a handful of things that have to be watched closely as we move forward.